Help.
Ryan, what's wrong? Are you okay?
I need...
What is it? What is it you need?
vengeance.
The Third Doctor, Exile. Legion of Ghosts. Episode 1. By Charlie Buckley and Jack Hawkins, starring William Bolland-STRAW as the Doctor. Produced by Dimension 5 Audio.
Afternoon, Brigadier. How'd you do?
Swimmingly, Doctor. Our most valuable sergeant has gone missing from right under our noses.
Still no word on Benton?
Not a thing, Miss Shaw. It certainly made local news. It's a sleepy coastal town. The most interesting thing to happen there is teenagers stealing sweets from corner shops. And now a military sergeant from our organisation, nonetheless, vanishes.
I'd certainly imagine it would pique their interest. Could you please hand me that soldering iron, Liz? Thank you. Apologies, Brigadier, rather invested in this little project of ours. Is it worth looking for Benton ourselves?
Not sure, Doctor. Our security is already weakened incredibly. We wouldn't hold up against any other alien threats with half of us in Wales. If it comes to it, I'll head over there myself, but the two of you are to stay here. We can't afford to have anyone else missing. Especially you two.
You're too kind, Brigadier.
What exactly is this you're working on? Certainly got to be interesting. The cameras didn't see you leaving until 3 o'clock in the morning 2 days ago. On a Saturday, nonetheless.
This, Brigadier, is a gamma radar. It fires high-energy gamma photons into deep space and detects anything that could remotely threaten Earth's security.
You are aware we do have radar technology, Doctor, not to mention all the satellites the States and the Soviets have been sending up.
I think you'll find this technology a tad more advanced than 20th century Earth radars.
I'm sure it is, Doctor. Why are you both in such a rush to build this? Are we threatened now?
I'd hope not.
Have you considered you've been a tad paranoid since this whole Haraja business? We encounter insane leaders on the weekly, every Saturday, in fact.
I wouldn't bring that up.
Quite right, Liz. And of course, I'm not paranoid. My race are beyond such primitive emotions.
Doctor, how much sleep have you had in the last 168 hours?
Oh, around 30 minutes or so?
I'd figured as much. Liz, please let me know when you've completed this device. I must say I'm curious myself.
Of course, Brigadier. I'm getting the strangest sense of déjà vu, Doctor. Are you sure this won't transport you into the late 1950s?
Positive, Liz. I suspect it should be ready tomorrow. The residual antimatter stores in the TARDIS should annihilate enough to produce some gamma photons, which we'll then use to power the device up tomorrow morning.
Excellent. You know, Doctor, I really think that the Brigadier's onto something. You need some sleep. You haven't had any in 5 days. You've been stubborn, argumentative, irrational, and now you're even worse.
Very well. I'll rest in my TARDIS's zero room. It's only designed for post-regeneration, but if I've been as bad as you say I have been...
I think it's for the best. Doctor, who was that Haraja? You said she was one of your species. You practically flinch at the name.
I don't know who she is, although I do have some slight theories. They're barely theories, Liz. They're half-formed ideas. They're barely concepts. You're right, it's my own mind playing tricks on me. Good night. I'm off to my TARDIS.
Doctor, it's 2 o'clock.
Any sign?
Nothing. We've checked the entire northwest quadrant of the town, and everywhere past the pier has been cleared.
Northeast complete. Searched every shop and restaurant in the area.
Even Oliver's Fish and Chips?
What?
The local chippy. You know how much Benton loves fish and chips.
Very true, Osgood.
Do you think we are going to find him?
I know we are. He's not only a brilliant soldier, but he's also my friend, and I'm not going to stop looking.
A bit dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite dark. Well, we'll not stop searching while it's light. Everyone, let's head to the hotel. First thing tomorrow, we're searching the southern quadrant for Benton.
What is that?
I don't know. It's an earthquake.
Eureka! Fully charged. Liz, are you here yet? Oh, it's only 6 o'clock. Brigadier, why are you here so early?
Awfully sorry to disrupt your peace at this time of night, Doctor, but I was just heading off.
Where to?
To look for Benton, of course. Oh, is that satellite tracker finished charging yet?
Certainly so. This will make the Proton 4 seem like something you'd find in a school.
How long do you think it will take to set up?
Not long, I expect. Pre-configuration was mostly completed by Miss Shaw and I yesterday. I'll boot it up now.
Well, that was a little underwhelming.
Why must you always be so ignorant to the wonders of scientific discovery, Brigadier?
Because it's not telling us anything.
You might want to refig that, Brigadier. Check the screen.
Oh, it's those aliens again, isn't it?
When is it not, Brigadier? Seems to be from somewhere around the Castabras constellation, not too far away from Gallifrey itself.
Aren't you worried, Doctor?
Not really. I'm more intrigued than anything.
Why am I not surprised? Can you find out where exactly this craft is set to land? And, on the matter, when?
I expect so. Well, there's your answer, Brigadier. The craft should arrive in 7 hours' time, and is on course for a small coastal town in western Wales, Aberystwyth. Aberystwyth. Where have I heard that name before? Benton.
Howard?
Howard! Can you hear us? It's no use, Gavin. We've lost him for good.
Oh, don't say that. We'll find him eventually. He can't have gone that far. He's not that fast.
He's been missing for 2 days, Gavin. He could be in Cardiff by now.
Well, we might as well be optimistic.
Optimism, schmoptimism.
That's not even a word. It's made up.
All words are made up.
Come on, Glenn. There's no point arguing about it. We might find him, we might not. It's getting dark anyway. He could be 3 feet in front of us and we wouldn't see him.
You're right. We'll have another look tomorrow. What's that? What's that?
Ground shaking. What do you think it is, Glenn?
An earthquake! We don't get earthquakes in Wales!
Well, we do now.
Liz, I'm terribly sorry about the hour, but you need to head to unit headquarters immediately. Over. The gamma radar has finished. Over. An alien craft has been detected. I can't make out the composition by just the image, but it's definitely a manufactured polymer of some kind. It's headed to land in 7 hours' time. Over. Aberystwyth, the same coastal town Benton went missing in. As an old friend of mine once said, there are no coincidences. Over. Excellent. See you at 0645 hours. Over and out.
Doctor, have you spoken to Liz?
Just now. She'll be arriving in 20 minutes.
You know, I'd advise packing now any complex scientific equipment you'd like to bring. I don't expect that we'll get back until at least tomorrow, Doctor.
It's already packed, Brigadier.
You aren't seriously expecting we take the tower?
Well, why ever not? Every gadget I've ever used against hostile life is in there.
And what if you haven't encountered this species before?
Well, let's not get our hopes up.
Doctor,
Yes, Miss Shaw?
do you suppose Benton's disappearance has anything to do with the alien craft?
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Well, Benton disappeared nearly 2 days ago, and the alien craft is only now landing.
Very true. Well, we don't know that this is the only craft. There could be a whole battalion, and the previous crafts have been incredibly covert, this one included. The craft we've detected is due to crash exactly in Aberystwyth itself.
You would never fail to work out what's going on before you even get there, Doctor.
Marisol, Liz.
What does Marisol even mean, Doctor? You've used it so much since you regenerated.
Shakespearean English, my dear fellow.
Of course.
"10 o'clock, meteor."
Oh, brilliant.
Wouldn't be so sure.
Well, it looks identical to whatever it is I found on the gamma radar. It's certainly very crude. Based on the burn marks, this looks like it's escaped a war. No heat signals detected. Looks like whatever's in here died a while ago.
Is it worth looking inside?
Perhaps. If I can just move this. No, it's no use. Our main priority is on finding Benton, however, not to mention the considerably larger crafts that's due to crash in Aberystwyth soon.
Quite right, Doctor. Yates, there you are.
Brigadier, I'm assuming you heard about the thing?
Marisol, did you see it land?
Just about a third of the town did.
Was anyone killed?
Thankfully not, as far as we can see.
Whereabouts did it crash?
Over there, right in the middle of the ruins.
The what?
The ruins of Aberystwyth, 9th century castle in the centre of the town.
Oh, no coincidences.
Well, come on. What are we standing around for?
Well, this isn't ominous at all.
Yes.
Well, there it is.
I've got it!
Got what?
They're Gelf. Beings who lost their physical forms in the war, but still clung on to reality.
Well, this one seems like it's found a form, and a strong one at that.
The Gelf are here, and are looking for bodies to inhabit. What do you think's happened to Benton?
Benton!
Hello, Liz. So glad you could join us.
Doctor Who, The Third Doctor, Exile, Legion of Ghosts, Episode 1. The Doctor, William BOLLANDS-STRAW. Liz Shaw, Jessica Fletcher. The Brigadier and Osgood, Charlie Buckley. Sergeant Benton, Andy SEST. Gavin Davies, Ben Greenland. Glen Davies, Anthony-ROLF Atkinson. Alwyn, Hazel the Ash. Gelf and Captain Yates, Ben Greenland. Written by Charlie Buckley and Jack Hawkins. Directed by Charlie Buckley. Cover design by Matthew Watkins. Theme music by Simon Bowser. Produced by Charlie Buckley for Dimension 5 Audio. Part 2 coming Saturday the 23rd of July.